Hi and welcome back to the countertop. And today I'm doing chocolate cake from a dinner at the long table. Hi and welcome back. And the recipe I'm doing today is from this book, Dinner at a Long Table by Andrew Tarlow and Anna Dunn. If you don't know them, Andrew is a restaurateur in New York. He has 5 or 6 restaurants and also a butcher shop in Brooklyn. Anna is the editor-in-chief of the Diner magazine, so it's a very interesting magazine that every quarter they have like different recipes, different chefs taking over, beautiful illustrations, so I recommend you to take a look. And the recipe itself, it's a chocolate cake. It's a drunken sailor chocolate cake, so there's a little bit of room on the recipe. It's a very classic type of chocolate cake, something that I normally like. I mean, who doesn't like a chocolate cake? So I think it will be very interesting to make. Talking a little bit about the book itself carries 17 meals. So in each one of these meals, you have an appetizer, a main dish, a dessert, sometimes also some drinks, sometimes more than one appetizers or sides and so on. It's a very nice book. As the title says, it's a dinner at a long table. So you normally do these recipes for 5, 6 people, sometimes 8 people. A lot of comfort food, a lot of like new takes on classic dishes. So I highly recommend you to buy this book. And if you want to buy this book, please use my affiliate link here on the description. As I said before, it doesn't cost you anything, but help the channel with some bucks. All right, so let's go for the ingredients. So here's all the ingredients that we're gonna need for a recipe today. So for the cake, you're gonna need 170 grams of bittersweet chocolate chopped, 10 tablespoons of unsalted butter, 3/4 of a cup of a dark room, 4 eggs that we need to separate these, 1 cup and a quarter of sugar, 1 cup of all-purpose flour, and ½ teaspoon of salt. For the glaze, you're also gonna need another 225 grams of bittersweet chocolate, also chopped, and 1 cup of heavy cream. Okay? So let's start doing. So the first thing, I put my oven to 180 degrees Celsius, and I also put on parchment paper into a 9-inch cake pan. Okay? So now we need to melt the chocolate in the double boiler alongside with all the butter and the rum. So the double boiler is quite easier and quite simple. So it's just basically you put like water boiling on low, like simmering on low, making sure that it doesn't touch the bottom of your bowl that you're using, and you keep stirring until this is melted. So now let's leave our chocolate mixture here to cool down a little bit, and let's start doing the rest. So the first thing, you're gonna get a bigger bowl and put your egg yolks, and also you're gonna need ½ cup of your sugar plus 3 tablespoons. And you're gonna whisk these until it has like thickened a little bit, so something around like 3 minutes. And now we're gonna stir our chocolate mixture here. And now we're gonna mix the flour. So step by step, just a little bit of flour first, and now the rest of it. And then finally you stir the salt. So now let's get a bowl of our stand mixer here, and you're gonna put all your egg whites. And now you're gonna whisk these on medium until you have soft peaks. And after that, you add the rest of your sugar here, and you keep whisking until you have like stiff peaks, so something around 5 minutes. Now that we have our stiff peaks, so we're gonna first put here and fold here just 1/3 of these, and you fold from outside to inside until you have everything quite mixtured together. And now it's time for you to fold all the rest in here. Now that we're done with the folding, we're gonna transfer these to our bake pan. You're gonna bake these into something between 30 to 35 minutes long, or until you put a toothpick in the middle and came out clean. Okay, let's put this in the oven. So here's our cake after removing from the cake pan. Now, while I was waiting for the cake to bake, I made the chocolate glaze. So the chocolate glaze was super simple to do. So basically you mix the other part of the chopped chocolate together with the heavy cream and you put in the double boiler, and then you just let these melt and let these to cool down. And now it's time for us to put on the top of the cake. And let's put on the cake. And that's it. So as you can see, there's probably like too much chocolate glaze on the top, but should not be a problem, right? So I'm gonna cut a little piece of it and now we're gonna try it, all right? So here's our cake. I already cut a piece pretty much to make the photo, but also it would be good for us to see how dense the cake is. So I'm curious to see how it tastes. I might say I probably put too much glaze on top of it, so I should have saved a little bit on the glaze before putting on the whole cake. But it's actually, the taste on the cake itself is very good. It's very light. You can feel the room. You can feel like this intense chocolate flavor because of course it's just bittersweet chocolate. I'm definitely do this cake again, but probably without the glaze or even like half of the glaze. I think the glaze here is too much. I think this is something that is missing quite like a good explanation in the book. Thanks for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe, don't forget to tell your friends, and don't forget to comment here if you like or don't like this recipe, or ask me if you want to see any other different recipes here. If you want to buy this book, please use my affiliate link. It's always good to support the channel. And see you next week. Bye.